Prepare to be terrified as we journey back in time to an era when the Earth was ruled by fearsome and bloodthirsty creatures. Beyond the well-known dinosaurs like the T-Rex and the deadly Allosaurus, there existed even more terrifying and utterly dangerous animals that once roamed the Earth. Brace yourself for a spine-chilling encounter with creatures that will send shivers down your spine. From monstrous predators to creepy crawlers, the past is filled with horrifying tales of these extinct beasts. Are you ready to delve into the darkest corners of history and uncover the secrets of these nightmarish creatures? Number 10. Arthropleura, the giant centipede. If some small centipede can send shivers down your spine, then hold on tight, because the Arthropleura is here to give you the heebie-jeebies like never before. Imagine a centipede on steroids, a colossal creature with over 7.5 feet of jointed ribs. Its size alone would have made you run for cover, seeking refuge from this lumbering nightmare. But let's not forget, this beast was not just big, it was the largest invertebrate ever to roam the Earth. Can you believe it? From the lower Carboniferous to the lower Permian period, this behemoth was the king of its domain, and boy did it flaunt its terrifying prowess. Now you might think that with such size it was a fierce predator, but here's the twist. Arthropleura was most likely a herbivore. Yes, you heard that right. A massive herb-munching giant roaming the forests with no natural predators to challenge its reign. Just think about it if Arthropleura were alive today. Picture yourself walking in the woods, and suddenly this gargantuan centipede appears, crawling towards you with its monstrous legs. The mere sight of it would be enough to make your heart race, your palms sweat, and your legs turn to jelly. But fear not, for the good news is that Arthropleura is safely extinct, confined to the pages of history and the stuff of nightmares. Its legacy lives on in tales of terror and fascination, reminding us of the incredible diversity of life that once roamed our planet. Number 9. Deinosuchus, the giant crocodile. Imagine a 35-foot-long behemoth lurking beneath the water's surface, waiting to strike with deadly precision. This fearsome predator roamed the Earth during the Cretaceous period, and boy was it a force to be reckoned with. Deinosuchus, like its modern-day cousins, the crocodiles and alligators, was a master of stealth and cunning. With its massive size and weight of up to 6.5 metric tons, this colossal crocodile could send shivers down your spine with just one glance. Its teeth were large, sharp, and designed for maximum devastation. Deinosuchus could make quick work of sea turtles, fish, and even large dinosaurs. Yes, you heard that right. It's hard to imagine. But this aquatic terror had the audacity to take on those mighty dinosaurs. Now that's a predator you wouldn't want to encounter on your evening swim. And let's talk about that 4-foot skull, shall we? Running wouldn't get you far if you ever found yourself face to face with Deinosuchus. With jaws that could snap like a steel trap, there was no escaping the clutches of this ancient nightmare. Thankfully, we can breathe a sigh of relief knowing that Deinosuchus is safely tucked away in the annals of history. Can you imagine if these swimming terrors decided to make an appearance in the Thames or the Hudson? It's a spine-chilling thought, but luckily, it's one we don't have to face in reality. Number 8. Meganeura, the giant dragonfly. During the Carboniferous period, Meganeura, the colossal dragonfly-like insect, ruled the skies with wings that reached a whopping 2.16 feet. Now, if you've ever seen a dragonfly buzzing around our world, you might think, they're not entirely pretty, but no biggie. Well, that's because you haven't laid eyes on Meganeura, the behemoth of all dragonflies. These bad boys were not the kind to fly under the radar. They were massive and would make any modern dragonfly look like a puny insect in comparison. Picture this. You're strolling to work one fine morning, minding your own business, and suddenly a Magneura the size of a small aircraft comes buzzing over your head. Yikes indeed. You'd probably drop your coffee and run for cover, seeking refuge from this monstrous flying predator. With wings that stretched up to 66 centimeters, Meganeura was one of the largest flying predatory insects the world has ever seen. That's right, this ancient nightmare was not just big, it was terrifyingly big. So the next time you see a dragonfly lazily gliding through the air, take a moment to appreciate its delicate beauty and be grateful that you don't have to deal with a prehistoric Meganeura buzzing around. These colossal creatures may not have been the epitome of loveliness, but they certainly left jaws dropping and hearts racing with their sheer size and intimidating presence. Number 7. Dunkleosteus, the giant fish. You're peacefully fishing by the riverbank, the sun gently warming your skin, and suddenly, out of the water, emerges a colossal creature that could give even the bravest angler a heart-stopping surprise. Let me introduce you to Dunkleosteus, the ultimate nightmare of the late Devonian period when giant fish ruled the ancient waters. With a length of 33 feet and weighing a jaw-dropping 4 tons, this predatory fish was the stuff of legends, or rather, the stuff of nightmares. Dunkleosteus was no ordinary fish. Its body was a force to be reckoned with. It was powerful and almost as tough as steel. Imagine facing a creature with a jaw that could crunch through bones and armor like it was nothing. Talk about a fishing tale you'd never forget. But here's the kicker. Dunkleosteus wasn't just terrifyingly large, it was also adorned with articulated armored plates covering its head and chest. It was like a living tank, slow but steady, powering through the waters with ease, ready to ambush any unsuspecting prey that dared to cross its path. As you sit by the river, casting your line into the water, you can't help but breathe a sigh of relief that you don't have to worry about a 33-foot-long fish lurking beneath the surface. Gone are the days of the late Devonian period when giant fish reigned supreme. Nowadays, the biggest concern you might have is catching a big trout or maybe a feisty catfish. Number 6. Megalodon, the giant shark. With a name that means big tooth, you can already imagine this monstrous shark's sheer size and power. And when you catch a glimpse of the picture, you'd nod in agreement that its name fits it perfectly. Those teeth are like daggers ready to slice through anything that dares to cross its path. But let's not forget, Megalodon was not just any ordinary shark. It was a behemoth of the seas, stretching up to a mind-boggling 18 meters or a jaw-dropping 59 feet. Can you even fathom the sight of this underwater titan swimming alongside your ship? It's enough to make you clutch your compass and pray for safe passage. And if that's not enough to send your heart racing, consider this. Megalodon shared the same waters with another ancient sea monster, Leviathan Melville. So imagine it's a clash of the titans, a duel of prehistoric proportions, and you are caught right in the middle of the action. That could be anyone's worst nightmare. But fear not, for this incredible predator is now a thing of the past, safely confined to the annals of history. The modern oceans are not the same treacherous waters that once housed this ancient terror. So, as you sail through the seas today, raise your flag high and toast to the fact that you don't have to worry about encountering a 59-foot-long shark swimming beneath your vessel. Number 5. Titanoboa, the giant snake. The dinosaurs may have bid their farewell, but a new nightmare was just beginning to emerge. The Titanoboa was a gargantuan serpent that could make even the bravest explorer second-guess their choice of profession. This was no ordinary snake. Titanoboa reigned as the largest and heaviest snake ever discovered, with a length that could reach a spine-chilling 40 feet and a jaw-dropping weight of around 2,425 pounds. Can you even imagine this colossal creature slithering through the ancient jungles? Thankfully, you won't have to encounter a Titanoboa on your morning stroll. These ferocious predators went extinct long before humans ever set foot on this planet. Their diet mainly consisted of crocodiles and turtles, and it's no surprise, considering their size and power, that they were the alpha predators of their time. Count your lucky stars that you live in a world where such ancient nightmares are nothing but a distant memory. Number 4. Arctodus, the giant bear. Despite living on this earth until a mere 11,000 years ago, Arctodus was a creature worthy of prehistoric legends. Standing tall at an astonishing 11.4 feet, it would have towered over even the bravest of us mere mortals. And as if that wasn't enough to give you goosebumps, this beast weighed more than 1 metric ton, a whopping 2,204 pounds. Can you imagine encountering this colossal creature in the wild? And here's the real kicker. Scientists and paleontologists believe that Arctodus was a staggering 50% larger than the biggest polar bears ever recorded in history. It's like a bear on steroids, and it's not the kind of bear you'd want to invite to a picnic. To sustain its massive frame, Arctodus needed a whopping 35 pounds of meat a day. That's like a buffet of terror for this carnivorous giant. But sadly, their food supply took a hit with the arrival of humans in America. It's like a prehistoric plot twist. The arrival of humans led to the decline of one of the most fearsome predators of their time. So, the next time you hear the name short-faced bear and think of something cute and cuddly, remember the true terror that was Arctodus. It was a creature of nightmares, a giant among bears, and a reminder of the fierce and untamed world that once roamed this earth. Number 3. Phorus racidae, the giant bird. With a name like Terror Bird, you'd expect nothing less than pure terror, and let me tell you, these ancient avian predators lived up to their name. Standing tall at a staggering 10 feet, these feathered friends were not to be trifled with. And if their size wasn't enough to send shivers down your spine, their weight of up to 1,102 pounds made them the largest non-flying predator that ever walked the earth. That's right, these birds meant business. Their diet consisted of mammals and marsupials that are now long gone from our world. The terror bird, roaming the lush landscapes of South America around 60 million years ago, with few other predators daring to challenge their reign. It was a world where terror ruled the day, and the phrase survival of the fittest took on a whole new meaning. But fear not, for this tale of terror comes with a twist. As the sands of time continued to flow, the terror bird's reign eventually came to an end. About 2 million years ago, they went extinct, leaving a legacy of terror that still sends shivers down our spines. One look at their massive beaks, and you'd know you wouldn't want to mess with these fearsome fowls. A strike from that beak would be enough to turn anyone's day from bad to worse. Number 2. Carbonomes, the giant turtle. Imagine a world some 60 million years ago, during the Paleocene era, where the dinosaurs' reign had come to a dramatic end, but the Carbonomes stood tall. It was a true survivor of the ages. This was no ordinary turtle. It was a carnivorous beast whose appetite knew no bounds. With jaws that could crush the bones of crocodiles, this turtle was no friend to the environment. Its massive shell, measuring an impressive 5.64 feet, provided a fortress of protection as it roamed the ancient lands. But don't let the shell fool you. It was the rest of its body that truly boggles the mind. From head to tail, the Carbonomes stretched a jaw-dropping 10 feet long and weighed a hefty 1,000 pounds. Can you even fathom the sight of such a colossal creature? Picture this ancient giant lumbering through the primeval landscape, a true titan among turtles. It was a world where size mattered, and the Carbonomes was king. And if its size didn't send a shiver down your spine, its carnivorous appetite surely would. As we uncover the secrets of the past through fossils found in Colombia, we get a glimpse into the awe-inspiring world of the Carbonomes. So let us marvel at the wonders of evolution, for this ancient giant not only survived the cataclysmic KT extinction event, but thrived as one of the most formidable predators of its time. Number 1. Camaraceras, the giant squid. Now you may be familiar with the eerie feeling of seaweed brushing against your leg while paddling in the ocean, and that fleeting thought of a deep-sea creature ready to snatch you away. Well, my friends, that nightmare could have been all too real if the Camaraceras were still lurking in the waters today. Picture this colossal creature, an ancient and giant ancestor of our modern-day squids and octopuses. It ruled the ancient seas with its mighty presence and fearsome appetite. With a name as hard to pronounce as it was to escape its clutches, the Camaraceras were a force to be reckoned with. As you swam through the prehistoric waters, the Camaraceras could have been lurking just beneath the surface, its long and sinuous body moving with grace and stealth. Its massive size would have been enough to make even the bravest of us tremble with fear. We are surely lucky that this creature is now extinct, otherwise who knows what doom it might have caused upon our world. So the next time you feel a shiver down your spine while paddling in the ocean, remember the Camaraceras and the ancient mysteries that lie beneath the waves. And be grateful that we now swim in a world where this ancient terror is just a distant echo of the past.